jolly little YouTuber. I'm so tired. I'm all ready for my bed once I've done my live. Go off to Sleepyland. We have got a massively busy day at work tomorrow. There's going to be loads going on. We have had an incredibly busy weekend. Like, madly busy. I know I'm 5 minutes late going on. You'll all be here in a second. Or did you all go, oh, she's not coming? Yeah, we've had...
on a normal one and I remember one, haven't you?
I am on a normal one, yeah, because you're able to see it.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Yeah, we have had an incredibly busy weekend. You are, Noah, you're the only one here at the minute. They'll quickly join in. I am a couple of minutes late. They'll all file in a minute. How you doing, Noah? Yeah, we've had a massively busy week. So there's been a bit of a project going on this side of the tables. I'm not able to say too much about it at the minute. But we have literally been focusing on that for like 2 days straight. Well, longer, but obviously because I've been off work, Alyssa's been off work, and Dale's been here as well. It's been bedlam. We've just been doing stuff all over the place, and it's not going to let up anytime soon. So yeah, it has been massively chaotic, but excruciatingly productive. We've really got a lot done. There's still a massive amount to go. So yeah. What have you been up to then, Noah? You say you have a busy weekend. What have you been up to? What's everyone else been up to? Hopefully I should be able to share more details of what's going on quite soon. But I really don't know when I'm going to be able to share these details. They're going to be a very guarded fact for quite a while. And it makes me itch not being able to tell you, because you know what I'm like? I want to tell you like everything. Every single time something happens, I'm like, I've got to tell you. And this, I can't tell you. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. I will say that. It is a good thing, not a bad thing. But yeah, I can't say anything about it just yet. But I've gone to Spain for 2 days. Ooh, are you still there now, or did you fly out like Friday? What are you doing in Spain? Can you bring some of the yummy warm sun back with you, please? Just for a couple of days. I know it's nearly Christmas, but I'm already bored of freezing cold and drizzle. The sky is permanently like this sort of colour, grey, and I came back like 3 minutes ago. Oh, perfect. Well, we'll see tomorrow if you brought the weather back with you or not. What were you in Spain for? Do you mind sharing, or was it a personal thing? Yeah, I'm sick of being cold. Like, I've got my jammies, my Christmas jammies, my Coca-Cola. I love my Christmas Coca-Cola jammies. Christmas is not Christmas without the Coca-Cola advert. I'm sorry, it just... You know it's on its way. Oh, your parents had a wedding. Very nice. Eh?
Good thing then.
A good thing then, yeah. Was it like a renewing of their vows the first time they got married, or were they marrying like other people? Were they hosting a wedding? I'm guessing when you say my parents' wedding, they were getting married to each other. You never know in this day and age, you know.
Our kids were at our wedding, so...
Our kids were at our wedding, yeah. It's not... This day and age, it's not abnormal for that to happen. It's perfectly rational and reasonable, but yeah. Yeah, they were getting married together. Oh, that's good. That's nice. But you know, some people, honestly, they, once they've broken up with their ex-partner or spouse, they stay quite close. They stay good friends. They co-parent quite well. And they do go to each other's weddings. So it wouldn't have been unusual if you said, oh, no, my dad was marrying his wife and my mum was marrying her husband, or whatever partner they were marrying. They just did a joint wedding. I mean, you never know. Different things for different people. It's all good. We don't judge here. Well, not really. We try not to judge. I think everyone judges everybody a little bit, don't they? But we try not to judge. Like, I'm sitting here thinking now, you know, the amount of people that are going to be like, it's like 6 o'clock in the afternoon and I bet she's been in her jammies all day and doesn't work. No, it's Sunday. I'm in my jammies because I'm all showered ready for work on Monday. So, yeah, I do work. But it's Sunday. I'm entitled to relax. Plus, it's freezing cold. I want my dressing gown, my Me jammies in my blanket. And I somehow met my friend and he isn't even... Hey, Crypto, how you doing? Oh, you're subscribed. Thank you very much. So you met your friend there, Noah? Did you know your friend before or did you make a friend while you were at your parents' wedding? Can I guess what you're hiding from us? You can have a go, Jenny. I will not be able to confirm or deny. Because obviously, like I say, I can't divulge what it is yet. But you can have a guess. I'm not going to stop you having a guess. Oh, you already know him. Cool beans. Weddings are a great place to meet people, but I mean, it tends to mostly be like family, doesn't it? But you know, you get friends of people go, don't you? Hey, hamster, how you doing? Are you preggers? Absolutely not. If I best not be, Jenny. That is an absolute confirming no. I better not be. I don't. I'm 43 now. You know, I've done the kids, and yeah, he's had the snip. I mean, those can reverse themselves though. I think like after 17 years, it's very unlikely it's going to. But yeah, no. Yeah, I'm doing all right, thank you, hamster. Absolutely exhausted after the weekend we've had. It has been madly busy, insanely busy, but good. I think, in all honesty, if I did ever end up pregnant, I think we'd have to consider adoption. I don't think I could do parenting again. You know? I would consider which is weird. I consider fostering because, you know, you help out a child in need, but you don't have them like from birth to like adulthood. I mean, you don't normally. You can if you adopt them, but yeah, no. I think definitely if I ended up pregnant again, I wouldn't be of sound mind and body to look after them to like adulthood. I think it would just be better for me and Babby if we adopted, but no, definitely. I'm pretty sure I'm not pregnant. No, I'm not pregnant. Ew, bet that was painful, Dale.
What?
Your snip.
Only for about a week or so.
Oh, only for a week or so. He was all right. I'm exhausted. I need to clean my guinea pig's cage, but I have no energy. I went ice skating today. Oh, there you go. I'm sure they'll be all right till tomorrow morning. A couple of extra hours isn't going to make any difference, is it? I just like the stream or live. Excellent, Noah. Thank you. Ciao, Matt. How you doing? Yeah, I tell you, like looking after something else. I'd like you, hamster, cleaning out the guinea pigs all the time, cleaning out the rabbits, cleaning out other animals, making sure dogs get walked and fed and vet treatment. I've done looking after things. I've done my whole life looking after other people, other things. It's time to like concentrate on me and Dell. I can't be on today's live. Sorry. Bye. Oh, hamster. No worries. Thanks for coming in. Take care. Stuff that. Getting up for nighttime feeds. I like my sleep too much. Yeah, Jenny. I tell you what, I don't really sleep much. I keep waking up. I used to be able to go to sleep and I was gone for 10, 12 hours constantly. Hi Victoria, how you doing? And now, honestly, I'm asleep for maybe 3 or 4 hours and then I'm awake. No school in the morning. Yeah. When does school break up in the UK? I know each region breaks up a slightly different time, but when does school break up? I ain't got kids in school now, and Dell's not working at the school he was at anymore, so I'm like, I have no idea. Next Friday, is it? Wow, you break up really close to Christmas then. Crikey. Means I get a nice few quiet drives to work. That'll be good. You always know when it's the school holidays. Suddenly a drive that takes you 45 minutes to an hour takes you 15 minutes, half an hour. It's like, whoa, where did everybody go? And they're all not on the school run. double parking and parking on blind bends or parking on the zigzags. Absolutely ridiculous. Some of the people that drive to and from on the school runs need to have their licenses revoked. I'm sorry, they do. Some of them just park like wallies, do they not?
Yeah.
I've seen them park like there's a primary school not far from us. Actually, there's a few. And all of the parents on primary pickup and secondary school pickup park on the zigzag, park on the double yellows, park on the blind bends, double park. It's like, you're all crazy. And then you'll be the first to moan when something happens. Oh, people parking really poorly. How could you not see my little Joey? Well, we couldn't see your little Joey running out from between two parked cars because the parked car shouldn't have been there. Oh, it's this Friday. Yeah, I'm doing good, Victoria. My mum stresses in the school run. I bet she does, Noah. I stressed in the school run. I hated it. It's too much going on. Too many people. Raquel, how are you, Doc? Lovely to see you live. I love your cleaning videos. Honestly, they keep me so motivated to clean my own house. Thank you for that. Lol. Hope you and Del are well. Yeah, thank you, Charlotte. We are doing really good, and I'm glad the videos help. They help to keep me motivated too. I'm like, I must clean. I need to film. Keep going. I've actually been trying to do a little bit every day. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. I keep revisiting it because, you know, people think it's a good way to do it. And it just, I don't know. I'll get there. It'll be fine. Oh, I'll let that one go. We can share that. Helen. Hi, are you busy in work over the Christmas time? Yes. So, Helen, in the run up to Christmas, we hit like the half-term holidays and things. We get a bit busier. And we're still steady, but I think obviously coming into Christmas we're going to have another half term, so things will probably pick up. But I don't deal with the bookings and the check-ins and the check-outs and stuff like that. And there's a whole team of cleaners that I work with, so I don't really get a feel for whether it's mega busy or just steady busy. Normally outside of peak, me and I work with Jade and Alyssa most days. We'll get about 3 or 4 vans between us, and one of them will probably be a deep clean. But during peak, me and Alyssa and Jaden could probably do maybe like 6 to 8 vans, depending on how used they've been. So, yeah, it can get quite busy. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. I am glad they help a lot of people. I really am. It's one of the things I wanted this channel to become. There's so many people on here that clean and are sitting in these immaculately decorated, beautiful houses with perfectly beautiful hair and coiffed makeup. And I'm like, that is not me. Want that to be me, but it's not quite me yet. And this is the journey to get there. And believe me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I am the world's laziest person. Plus, with the ADHD, I'm the world's forgetful person. And I get this, they call it functional freezing. If I've got something to do later in the day, I can't actually do anything in the run-up to that thing. If I've got a doctor's appointment at 2, 3 o'clock, the whole day is a wash. I can't do anything until 3 o'clock and I've had that appointment. So, yeah, I really don't function very well. I used to send my kids to school by themselves. Jenny, I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. Craig and Alyssa used to get transport because obviously where we live, there's no safe route for them to get to school. And they provided transport if we didn't have a vehicle or whatever. So they got either a taxi and or a school bus because Craig went to a different school at the same time as Alyssa, so they went different directions. So yeah, they got transport and they went to school on their own. Although, funny story, there was another child on our street who caught the school bus to go to school, and he was off sick one day. Well, they were still under the impression that they only had one child from our road coming here. So when one child phoned in sick for school that day, they picked Craig up as normal. Never brought him home. He got on the school bus at primary school. I went out the front because you have to wait out the front to get the kid off the bus, and the bus driver delivers them right to your door. I went out the front and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and the bus is not showing up. I am absolutely panicking. Like, we're literally not far from the primary school. He should have been the first child drop-off. So I come inside, I ring the bus company and I'm like, where is my child? What is happening? And they rang the bus driver on the route or radioed them. I don't know. They contacted them somehow. And the bus driver was like, yeah, no, I do have a child for there. He's sitting on the bus, but we thought there was only one child and that child ran out sick. So Craig ended up being the last child dropped off before the bus driver went back to the depot. Instead of the first child dropped off, I was having kittens. I don't mind telling you, I was terrified. I thought he would be upset. He would be scared. He did not care. And I was like, did you not realise you're supposed to come, like, you're the first child to be dropped off? The bus goes from the primary school here, drops you, leaves. Did you not realise the bus was emptying of people around you? And he was like, no idea. Craig is he's quite spatially unaware. He doesn't realise when time's passing or people aren't where they should be, you know. But sometimes he's really good at it. But clearly that day, no. But he weren't bothered. Couldn't have cared less. My mum doesn't clean the house anymore because she said for me to do it for pocket money. Noah, why not? You want to earn a bit of money and your mum don't want to clean anymore. If you're willing to do it, get that money in. Start saving it. Get yourself set up for the rest of your life. I just couldn't be doing with the mummy brigades. Oh, no, Jenny, couldn't. They're so judgmental. I could not do that again. No chance, no way. It's not me either. I don't know how these people do it. It's either me look good or the house looks good. It's not both. Normally I choose my house as opposed to me. I look like a wreck most of the time. Oh, Charlotte, do you know what? I used to think like you. Genuinely. And then I look back on videos of myself when I think, oh my goodness, I looked awful. I looked like a wreck. And then I think, I wasn't that bad. I don't look that bad. So yeah, don't be so quick and harsh on yourself. While you might not have the perfectly manicured nails and the perfectly done hair and makeup and fake eyelashes and all that jazz, you are beautiful just the way you are. Everyone is. Even the ugliest person is beautiful the way they are. It's how you act. It's the way you carry yourself. It's your character that makes you beautiful. This sack of skin on the outside ain't nothing. It's the heart inside it that matters.
Packaging it comes in.
It is, yeah. And you can make... See, this is the thing as well, Charlotte. You can make this packaging pretty. I can get some of that tape and, you know, stick all this extra skin up behind my ears.
You can't change an a-hole.
Put a bit of makeup on it. You can even bleach the old pucker effect. But you can't ever change the fact that it's still a butthole. Hey Isabella, how you doing? I've got £12.38 so far. Oh, what? How long have you been doing it, Noah? And how much have you done to earn £12.38? And why 12? That's an odd number. £12.38. Like, did you only do like half a job, not a very good job, so it was only 38p, or did you only do something that didn't have a good amount of value to it? Because I used to pay the kids in like round figures, like they'd get 50p, 10p, a pound for little things that they'd do. They never did them. Even offering them pocket money, my two were like, no.
You do it.
Yeah. Alyssa's still got and Craig, a whole load of clothes hanging up. We told her to take them up. She managed half, got bored and distracted, and we've added more and pointing.
Just distributed it in different places, it's all she's done.
She has. But even if I offer them money, she'd be like, no, it's not worth it. I'm sorry to say, but I have carpet lines. Jenny, don't be sorry of carpet lines. I love a good carpet line. I just don't have them.
Gives you something to do when you're hoovering.
Yeah. I love carpet lines. I've had carpet lines. But I don't want to be one of those people that is absolutely obsessed with them. I have to have my carpet lines or it's not been hoovered properly. No, I ain't got time for that. And I'm not playing those games. I will drive myself insane. But if you've got time for those games and you want your carpet lines, go on ahead. It's just, I ain't got time for it. Maybe when I'm walking around and I'm a multi-millionaire and I don't have to go to work, bless you, anymore, then I will have pretty carpet lines because I'll have nothing better to do with my day.
What?
Yeah.
You won't see it ever. You'll be at the salon, won't you? The spa.
But at the end of the day, yeah, I love a carpet line and I often give myself carpet lines too. Bless you. Oh, thanks, Raquel. You just start to feel really poo about yourself. I don't do nails or anything because it's too expensive. Well, maybe one day. Charlotte, yeah, exactly. Maybe for Christmas or a birthday, get yourself a set of nails. But then at the end of the day, bless you, it costs you a fortune to have them taken off again. And I did show you last week.
They're not very practical.
They're not very practical. I have repainted my nails, but it all comes off. I can't. You're not going to be able to see it. No. Right. So on all my nails, where I've had them done, there is a dent ridge that's really bad in some of them. But about here, there's a big dent where the old nail, the fake nail was, and then my real nail grew. So, yeah, it makes your nails weak and horrible and yuck. I do love having a fake nail, though. I really do, and I'm going to go and get mine done again. But obviously, with Christmas coming and things like that, there are more important things to spend my money on. And I'm with a lot of these people on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. You knew Christmas was coming. I know we're all pulling our belts a little bit tighter, and it's hard going to afford everything that we've got to do. Bless you. But at the end of the day, if I'm going to sink 50 quid or more into getting fake nails and leave my kids without Christmas presents or Christmas goodies or whatever, not playing that game. No, you've got money, you're spending it on the wrong things. Now, after Christmas, I might go and get myself a pretty set of nails. I work for my money, why shouldn't I? But, yeah, I don't think... Bless you, he's off again. I don't think a lot of people have their priorities in the right place, you know? Especially when you get in, like, support money and stuff like that. If you're working, spend your money how you like. But that support money, realistically, should go to proper support of your children and things like that. I've been doing this for 5 days and 2 days straight. I only did the beds. Well, that's not bad, is it? Life's too short to obsess over carpet lines. Yes, Jenny, I agree. I agree. Totally pointless. You've got better things to worry about than flipping carpet lines. I defo haven't got carpet lines, Jenny. I got lines on my face. Yeah, ain't we all? We love the old crow's feet. Where would we be without a crow's foot? And these ones, they're getting more defined. You can see them. Like, normally, you'd only be able to see them if I did that. But now, you can proper see them. I'm hoping, kind of, in a way, someone's got me some nice Q10 for Christmas. Because my old laughter lines, these ones here, I need something that's going to tighten these bags under my eyes. I really do. Look how different I look without them. It's crazy. I need something. I need some sort of old people face cream that is going to correct these. I mean, this will go when I lose some weight, hopefully. But I think I'm going to need to sort of pull it tight and stop it looking so big. Yeah, one day we'll get carpet lines. Or actually, one day we just won't care and then it'll be fine. Charlotte, are you from up north? Because you said duck. Has Dell got an allergy? Charlotte, no. Not really. You don't have allergies, really, do you?
No, just get sneezes once in a while.
Yeah, he just... I don't know. Every time I go on the live, I start yawning. And recently, every time I go on the live, Dell starts sneezing. And it's weird. You get bouts like it, don't it? Days where you just sneezy all the time. And then nothing.
Raises, yeah.
I think, actually, it's possible it could be some sort of mould allergy. Because it's been really rainy. And our cupboard under the... You know, if you've seen videos, you've seen our sink. And you've seen that blind cupboard that runs up the side of the cooker. The back wall of that is just mould. Like, riddled with mould. It stinks. I've sent videos to the Housing Association. And they sent out people to deal with it. The people that came out to deal with it were supposed to rip the kitchen out, treat the entire back wall, and then put the kitchen back in. But because the kitchen's that old, they didn't want to do that because obviously it wouldn't go back together again if they did that. So they did the best they could with some mould treatment paints. They didn't even clean it off. They just sort of slapped mould treatment paint over the top of it. And we have to wait for some point during the rest of this year. So is it 26, 27 or 25, 26?
I can't remember.
At some point we're down on the list for a new kitchen. But I'm going to get Del or me, like while I'm at work, to get Del while I'm at work, or I'll do it on my day off, to get back on LHP and say this is ridiculous because it stinks. They haven't managed to treat it at all. It's still there. It's vile. And if he's going to be sneezing away, it could be causing massive problems. Have you thought about getting mod? You can say yes or no. Noah, I've got a mod. I've got Del doing it.
Yeah.
It's not quite busy enough yet to need more than one. Yeah, so true. I had neighbours were cut off electric and water. She got pregnant from third baby, no money. Yeah, Isabella. So yeah, I get it. The support for people should be there. Jenny, no, I'm East Midlands duck. We said, do you in the East Mids? We're East Mids, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we said. Yeah, it is said a lot here, isn't it? I was so weird. Down south, we used to say love or sweetie. Everyone was sweetie, sweetheart, or love. And it was just like duck. But when I moved up here and you say, you're right, love. And people are like, I'm not your love. Don't call me love. What should I call you then? Duck. Right, okay, so you're a small semi-aquatic animal. Oh, no, not semi-aquatic, but they paddle on water. You're a bird of some description. Is that what you're telling me? 'Cause people are mad. Wouldn't let me call them love, but I'm all right with duck. It's just, what the heck? No. When they got some money, they went out eating instead of paying the bills. Yeah, Isabella, see? At the end of the day, you've got to prioritise, especially if you have kids. If you ain't got kids, it's a little bit freer, isn't it? You know, you want to risk your home, you go on ahead. It's only you're going to be homeless. But you got wee Joeys in the house. Your money goes on them first. Your rent and your food, priorities. And then making sure they're comfortable, looked after, and have got everything they need. Then if there's a little bit of money left over, put it in the kitty. You know? For birthdays, for Christmas, or maybe just to pick yourself up. Because at the end of the day, parents do need a little bit of a treat every now and then. Otherwise, you start to feel a bit pants yourself. But a treat for an adult that's got like money issues and things like that, maybe a cup of coffee out, you know? It shouldn't be 50, 60 quid on nails or fake eyelashes. You don't need that as a little pick you up. A coffee out, or maybe a nice pastry from the bakery or something like that. Treat yourself to a little pack of chocolates or something, or whatever the male equivalent of a box of chocolates is.
Bottle of rum.
Maybe. But yeah, you know, we say, all right, mate. Yeah, we do indeed, Jenny. All right, mate. Someone said to me in work, thank you, duck. I was like, why are you calling me a duck? Do I look like a duck? All right, love, Merry Christmas. Hi, Ali. Merry Christmas. Hey, Dragon Fruit, you didn't make it in last week. Where was ya? I noticed you didn't stop in. See, I know my regulars when they come in, and my Dragon Fruit was not here. Dragon Fruit were hiding. Even Jenny disappeared at one point, didn't you, Jenny? You was here, then you was gone, then you was back again. I was gabbing away at you for like 2 hours though. Or was it nearly? It was nearly 3, wasn't it? It was nearly 9 o'clock by the time I come off live. It was just over 2 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. That was a very good live last week. Won't be doing it again this week. Too tired for it. I forgot you went... Oh, great. You forgot about me, Dragon Fruit. Well, that's just polite, isn't it? I forgot you went live. To be fair with you though, Dragon Fruit, I often forget I have to go live. So, you know, I'll let you off, but only once. You get one chance. Do it again though, Dragon Fruit. Well, I might have to forgive you again because there's a couple of times I've done it.
We can do about it, yeah.
That's absolutely... I wouldn't do anything about it anyway, would I? Let's be serious.
We'll fly over there and sort you out, but we can't. Can't afford it.
I'd be like, you do it again, Dragon Fruit, and I'm going to block and delete you and you won't be on the channel anymore. And then I would instantly forget I've said it and you'd be free on here anyway. So, yeah, Dale's right. There's really nothing I'm going to do. Yeah, we was chatting about Rodney for an hour. Were we? I'll take your word for it. We was.
Well, we was talking about Nicholas Lyndhurst.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
And what he'd been in.
Yes. Excuse me, because we got stuck on bread, didn't we, for ages?
Yeah.
And the other one, The Good Life, and all those other good shows.
That's the one.
How was your weekend? Dragon Fruit. My weekend, my lovely, was absolutely exhausting.
Yeah.
Really, really
Productive.
productive. Thank you very much. I'm just getting lost in the English language. Really productive, but really, really exhaustingly good. What about yours? How was yours? What's that noise? Is that a cat? I can hear scrabbling. No.
Oh, no. Don't think so.
Can you hear it?
That.
Yeah.
My foot catching
Oh,
the
it's your
bag.
foot. There's a weird scrabbling noise, and it's either we've got rodents or the cat, but it's Dell's foot. It's fine. How often do you feed your spider? Son's on holiday, and I'm feeding it. I have one cricket. Does it need anything else? So, Michelle, each spider can be different. So we've got Decker, who should eat about once a week, and Lucifer, who would probably eat once a month. We've got Pam, who would
At least once a week.
who probably eats about once a week, if not once every 4 days, depending on what you feed them. So it depends on what spider it was and how much it often feeds. But a good rule of thumb for like jumping spiders and that is to check the abdomen. If the abdomen is starting to get really quite shrunk down, it's probably in need of food or water. If it's got like a water dish, or like with the jumping spiders, you can miss the inside of the cage, it's probably going to need feeding. But yeah, normally once a week, the best way to do it is just offer it food. If it eats it, good on ya. If it doesn't, it ain't hungry. Take the food out again.
Size of it, yeah.
Yeah, but if the abdomen's looking good and fat and, you know, a nice solid abdomen, it probably won't need feeding. When you're going to find out your secret, I'm intrigued. Jenny, I honestly...
We know what it is. We don't have to find it out.
I honestly can't tell you when the secret's going to be revealed, because there's a lot of hoops to jump through. There's a lot of legal paperwork that kind of needs filling in and things like that. There's just so much work that's got to go into things, and you know, there's lots of plates to spin with it. I can't tell you. I really can't tell you how long it's going to be. I'm hoping within the year, but it's going to be a bit of a long process. It's been good just making music. Oh, do you make your own music? It's your foot. It was Dell's foot. Yeah, it was Dell's foot, not my foot making the noise. Do you have kids? Sadia, yes, I do. I've got a 21-year-old daughter and a 17-year-old son. No, she's about to be 21 and he's about to be 18. She's 20 at the minute. I keep saying she's 21 because we've been, or I have been, a tad obsessive about trying to get things organised for her 21st birthday. So in my head, she's already there. I hate secrets. I definitely can't keep them. Yeah, no, I'm not great at them. So I'm probably going to slip up between now and being able to reveal the secret. And I hope I don't, because I can't. I'm not able to.
You can say some bits about it, just don't
reference
it.
Well, I'll work out what... No, I won't, because I will slip up.
Or you can say that it's a product, and you can say we've invented that product. Other than that...
I will slip up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything too much. Alyssa is fine, Isabella, thank you. Is she out with Ben at the minute, or is she back?
She's out still.
She's out with Ben at the minute, so... But, Jenny, good news, there is a smaller event happening that will be happening very, very soon. And you'll be able to find out that one extremely quickly. And I may do a bit of a reveal on that one for members early. Because obviously members get to find out stuff before everybody else. So I will let that secret drop early for you guys. But I won't say no more about it on the live here. What is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah, the slightly smaller one, the one that I am legally able to talk about, I will do. Like I say, you'll get that on your members live, that one, and or as a members video. So, and I promise you that one, because that will be nice and easy. I can do that one. I make. What type of music is that, Dragon Fruit? I've never heard of that. Michelle, are you still here? I'm intrigued to know what spider your son's got. I like to know what spiders people have got. People don't often keep spiders. We may be losing Decca, though. She's not very well at the minute, poor thing. But we don't know. We've got her with an extra heat lamp. We were told that might help. And she's been more active, hasn't she? But I still don't think she's definitely not very well. She's not taking food. She's not drinking. Yeah, I'm not actually sure. He has white, hairy legs. The spider has white, hairy legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Decker.
I was going to say it could be our son has white, hairy legs. We don't know. Okay. Is it like a big sort of a spider? Do you remember Spider from Corrie? No. I have vague recollection of it maybe being some dude with glasses. It's a new one. Oh, okay. So it's definitely a tarantula then.
Chili Rose or a...
Yeah, Chili Rose or a curly hair most likely. If it looks sort of white fluffy, it'll either be a Chili Rose or a curly hair most likely.
Chuck a cricket in with it, it'll either eat
yeah.
or it won't.
Honestly, just pop the cricket in. If it eats it straight away, good. If it doesn't eat it, then I would pop it out after sort of 24 hours. If it's hungry, trust me, it will be on it like pounce. It will have it in seconds. If it's not hungry, then pop it out. Jenny, do you know what? It's been that cold in this house. I think we've all got hairy legs and all. Hey, Hearty, how you doing? Are you going to do any garden videos this month? Dragon Fruit, not on your no.
This year?
No. There will not be any gardening videos this month. And probably not for the next 2 months after December either. It's so cold out there and it's so wet and rainy and miserable. Even if I did manage to brave the cold and get out there and do anything, it's too muddy out in our garden to do anything. We've got like a clay underground bit, like a clay under thing, and the water just sort of sits on top for quite a long time and it just turns the whole garden into this quagmire. No. We don't go out there in the winter. We don't mow the lawns. We don't do anything out there. Plus, if you mow the lawns and it freezes, you end up unaliving the grass. It's just, no, we won't be going out there. I am saving a bit of cash to try and get some stuff done in the summer months. I want to be able to save a little bit and try and get some stuff done. But yeah, nothing will be happening until the summer. All good, thanks. Just cooking up a spag bowl. Hope you're well. Oh, Hearty, I'm really good, thank you. And a spag bowl sounds lovely. We ain't had a spag bowl in ages, are we?
No.
I do like a spag bowl. I'm not a fan of mince, like the meat mince. I'm not a vegetarian. I just have very, very weird, like a picky eating thing. I can't eat certain foods. And I can't eat certain foods with other foods either. I have a really weird thing with food. So if I have spaghetti bolognese, I have to have it with vegetarian mince. I can't. I can eat it with normal mince, but I prefer it with vegetarian mince. Real mince gives me the ick. I'm not a big fan. I can only eat certain brands of sausages. I can only eat certain burgers. I can't eat other burgers. It's weird. I don't like pork. Almost don't eat it. Really, Isabella? That's interesting. I love pork. Out of all the meats, pork is my all-time favourite. Followed by beef, then lamb, and then probably chicken. But, pork, yes please. Give me the pork. All pork. Like I said, I'm weird with certain sausages. Yeah, chicken's alright. It's my least favourite though. I hate pork, but I love pork sausages. Yeah, I mean, with pork sausages, a lot of them don't actually have a high pork content, I've noticed. Even the ones that are like high pork content and that, it's like, yeah, but it's not them, is it? So, but yeah. I'm weird with my food. Recently, I used to get a breakfast wrap. And I loved them. Always loved a breakfast wrap. It was my go-to. And then I got eggshell in it once. Oh, no, can't be dealing with that anymore. So now I get a breakfast wrap without egg. I cannot eat egg. I am fussy as anything. If people are, why don't you have an egg mayo sandwich from the shop? Because I haven't seen it be made. I don't know if some Wally left eggshell in there. Tuna, can't have tuna mayo from the shop. I have to be able to pick it apart first. Does a spider need a mist spray? I'm on a learning curve here and looking after all the reptiles. Oh, wow, crikey. Okay. Mist spray, not really, not for a tarantula. Normally what they recommend is to sort of overflow. So it should have like a little water dish in there. They recommend to overflow that maybe I think once a month. So the undersoil is a little bit damp, but not wet. Tarantulas should not be in a wet environment and they're not big on it. They do, I think it's about 70% to 80% humidity. But it would be all right without too much water while your son's on holiday. It won't be a problem if you don't. Definitely don't spray mist it though. Decca at the moment, her tank's slightly too damp. And I'm trying to dry it out for her, but the more I dry it out for her, the more moisture it keeps producing. It's like, what is happening? But hang on, let me take you. I'll show you my babies. Many years ago, we got Chinese food. There was a big, thick hair in it, almost threw up, done eating. Exactly, yeah. Some things just put you off for life, don't they? And you're like, no. Okay, so let me spin you. Spider phobics, just look away for a sec. I'll let you know when we're done. Okay, so in that back one up there, that's Pam. You can just see her up in that back corner. She's a Phidippus regius floridian or something, I think she is. But she's a jumping spider. Now her, we mist once every so often. And she's got some water down the bottom. That's slightly too much, but it won't cause her any harm. And she will drink out of these water droplets. She's just been in for a shed. That's why we up the humidity a little bit, just to kind of help her molt her skin. And then we'll let this dry off before we mist her again. Then down here, we've got my big boy. That big... Oh, which is a girl. Yeah, we found out. So this one is a Brazilian white knee red. This is slightly too much moisture for her. But that's the water dish. And we overflow that once a month or whatever. And it brings up the humidity for a little bit and then it should start dropping back down again. But Lucifer here we feed maybe once a month. No, we feed more often. Once every 2 weeks, every week. It depends on what she'll take. I mean, she often takes down a lot. But you can see, if I can get her at the right angle, see, that's the head there. You see how big that abdomen is? It's a nice, big, fat, chunky abdomen. So we know Lucifer's well-fed and well-watered and is quite happy. Now, this one I dried out the other day. She's actually in a fully dried enclosure, but that is way too much moisture in there for her. I don't understand why it is so wet. We've not added water, so I don't get it. She is in this corner here, but she is very sick and unwell at the minute, which is probably why she's hiding. This side of her tank's not too moist. Oh, there you go. You can just about see her. That's me banging the glass, not them banging to get out. You can just see her there. But yeah, she's not very well. I don't know why it's so wet in there. But I have been drying her out. So I'll dry her out again in a minute. And this one we don't feed. Because she's sick at the minute, she is not taking food. We are offering food, but she is not eating at the minute. There's something really very wrong with her. So, okay, spider-phobics, you are safe to look back at your screens. All spiders have gone. Say if all the spiders escaped and found their way to your bed while you were sleeping, would you scream? No, I'd be asleep.
Wouldn't bother me, no.
And honestly, no, it wouldn't bother me.
Catch them again.
Yeah.
We had Decca escape when we first got her.
Yeah, Decca did get out when we first got her, the little monster. She pushed the lid off the tank. Not that tank. They're lockable lids now. But she pushed the lid off her tank and went for walkabouts. And went to visit one of the other tarantulas we had. She was on top, drumming her legs at the other one. Why she went walking about to look for another one, unless she just stumbled across it, I don't know. But honestly, if they all escaped, firstly, if they escaped out of there, they probably wouldn't be able to hold onto the sides of the cabinet and would unfortunately slip and pass away.
Yeah.
They would not be able to fall that far and get up and walk about again. But let's say somehow they ended up with a parachute and did get out of there, did get onto the floor and did go for walkabouts.
It's that bloody cold in here, they'd be dead in 10 yards. Sorry, unalive.
It's that cold in here, they probably would pass, yeah. They wouldn't survive long enough. But yeah, no, if they did get upstairs, they did end up crawling all over us in the night.
The cat would have them.
You'd pick them up and put them back in the tank. Their bites are not medically significant. I would not have a spider in this house with a medically significant bite. I wouldn't have anything in this house with a medically significant bite. Would it hurt? Yes. Would you possibly need antibiotics? Maybe. It might get infected, but probably not. And that would be the end of that. You'd go, ah! You'd take an antihistamine and probably a painkiller and then scoop the spider back up and put it back in its tank. But Decca isn't going anywhere. Lucifer is a wimp and would stay well away from everybody. And Pam, if Pam managed to get out of her enclosure, I would be amazed. But we actually had jumping spiders escape loads before. Mm-hmm. We were sitting downstairs, hang on a minute, that one's not in its tank. Where is it? And you'd look up at the ceiling and there'd be this jumping spider wandering across the ceiling. You're like, right, get you back down in the tank. It's the only time, really, I held jumping spiders. We didn't like to hold them much. I did hold mine once when I first got her, and then we never held them since. The worst thing with the tarantulas, honestly, is the hairs. The hairs make me itch like you'd not believe. They're supposed to. Dell can hold them. That's not a problem for you, is it? They don't make you itch too much. But they never used to, but in recent years now, if I touch the skins, they make me itch like crazy. Because their hairs have got like little barbed, like little hooks on them, and they can cause serious inflammation and that sort of thing. They're not great. So it's the hairs you need to be worried about more than the bitey end. Thought the same, Jenny. Imagine if they escape. So yeah, none of ours now can escape. It is physically impossible for them to escape. They are in locked containers. The air vents are too small for them to get through, and
even if they did, they're not interested in us.
No. I'd defo be screaming. When Decca got out the first time, I was like, dearest, you need to get down here and help me. And he scooped her up in a glass or something, didn't you?
Yeah.
Plopped her back in a tank, and she was just very happy. Sorry if I'm behind here, but as watched last Sunday, how did the Tuesday Xmas food shop go? It was a roaring success. We got everything on the list I needed and or wanted. We did nip back out though. I did forget just a couple of bits that I hadn't put on my list. And that was just stocking fillers really that I'd kind of wanted. We didn't need, just wanted. So we've got the stockings done. I did I was very naughty the other day and I did eat my 3-pack of Turkish Delight. I know I'm bad, but hey, what can you do? So I do need to go back out and buy my Turkish Delights again. And I'm after those marzipan fruits that you can get around Christmas. So I need to nip to B&M and pick up a pack of those. But again, if I don't get them, I'm not going to be crying into my cornflakes. They're one of those little nicey extras that I'd kind of like to have. But if I don't get them, I'm good. But other than that, it was a roaring success. We got absolutely everything. Everything's got a date on it that's going to last till Christmas or past Christmas, with the exception of a yummy ham I got. So I did have to eat that. Shame. And then buy another one of those. But Christmas is done. We are full, set up, ready to rock and roll. The only things now we have to do is get the Domino's pizza, which we have every Christmas Eve. I can't get that until Christmas Eve. And put up the last of the Christmas decorations, which go up Christmas Eve. We don't put them up before. Where did you go for the food shop? So we always go to Asda for our food shop. There were a few bits we did pick up in Tesco just because we were round there having a look and it was like, ooh, and we grabbed them from Tesco. But our 99% of our food shop is done in Asda.
And Iceland.
We didn't get any Christmas stuff from Iceland, did we?
No, we didn't do a food shop in Iceland this month.
No, we did it different.
Yeah.
So yeah, Iceland and Asda are our main two. How is Dell almost holiday from his job? I guess, do you have 2 weeks off at Christmas and New Year? So Dell's fine. You're fine?
Yeah, I'm good.
Dell's fine. He's not at the school anymore, so he's between jobs at the minute. The school got rid of a few of them. So yeah, he's between jobs at the moment and yeah, he's permanently on holiday. Do I get 2 weeks off of Christmas? Absolutely not. No, not a chance. In fact, I'm working New Year's Eve, which I don't mind. If I had to work any of the holidays, I would prefer working New Year's Eve over Christmas Eve and Boxing Day and that sort of thing. I get, this year I've got Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day off, New Year's Day off, and I think that's it. But I'm working an extra day instead to make up for one of those days, so I still get my days a week. Yeah. Oh, Isabella, sorry to hear that you're between jobs.
I'm not.
He's very happy to be unemployed. He is looking, and hopefully
We've got something in the pipeline.
yeah, hopefully we'll get employment soon. But there's things going on that will take his mind off of being unemployed. Let's say that, shall we? So curious to know, what is your Domino's order? Well, we always get the buy one get one free. We normally order 2 with the barbecue sauce base, and I can't remember which 2 they are. But there's a Texas barbecue, Americano, the meat feast.
Sometimes we get the ranch barbecue, the meteor.
Yeah, ranch barbecue. Is that the Texas ranch barbecue?
No, it's just ranch barbecue.
Yeah, there's a Texas one, isn't there, as well?
There is a Texas barbecue one.
Yeah. The meteor and the Americano.
Yeah.
Always at Christmas, go the extra mile, get the stuffed crust if they're offering it. Sometimes they don't offer it at our Domino's. But if they've got the cheesy stuffed crust, we get the cheesy stuffed crust as well. And that's our Domino's order. We just all sit down and we always get the largest pizza as well. There is only 4 of us, which seems a massive amount of pizza to order, but
we freeze it afterwards.
We freeze it afterwards and then reheat it a couple of days later for like lunch or whatever. I tell you, Domino's, if you freeze their pizzas and or reheat their pizzas, they don't go down in quality. If anything, they go up. The cheese goes all stringy in the crust. It is so good. Domino's are elite. I love a Domino's pizza. We will always, every Christmas Eve, it's Domino's. I used to kind of do like a picky bits, and we'd have like popcorn and crisps and stuff like that. But then I kind of got into the whole Home Alone thing, and they have pizza Christmas Eve, and I was like, I want to do that. So now we just have pizza every Christmas Eve, and it's lovely. Dell doesn't have to cook. My tea bag's trying to get in. Yeah, Dell doesn't have to cook. There's no washing up either. The box is just put away. It's done. Ta-da! And then Christmas Day, it's well easy, isn't it? You just wake up. There's nothing left to clean. There's nothing left to do. Dell does the cooking Christmas Day. Why don't you take Dell with you to work to clean the caravans? Work together. No, I'm just kidding, joking. Isabella, honestly, so I do work with Alyssa. I've worked with Dell in the past before. Hang on, let me switch hands. This hand's going to sleep. It wouldn't be a problem. It would not be a problem. Unfortunately, my workplace do have a rule that they can't have more than 3 people from the same household on the same department. I'm guessing illness, everyone taking annual leave at the same time. Yeah, well, no, 3 or more. Because there'll be you, me and Alyssa, wouldn't there? So that's 3 or more. So, yeah, they won't do it. I don't know if that will change in future. And I'd quite like cleaning caravans with Dell. I think we'd have a right laugh. So, yeah, working with him is not a problem. We've done it many a times before, and we'll probably do it again. So, it's just one of those things that the rules at the work at the moment won't allow for that. Yeah, love pizza the next day. It's good, isn't it? I used to get Chinese takeaway and have that reheated the next day until I found out that has the potential to not be very good for you. But
the rice.
Yeah, I used to love it. Reheated Chinese takeaway, bit of sweet and sour sauce on it.
As long as you heat it up properly, it's fine. But yeah,
the rice can be really bad. It can.
Well, because it's normally reheated already when you get it.
Yeah.
Because they cook it in massive batches.
Yeah, it can cross you over the Rainbow Bridge.
Yep.
And yeah, I didn't know that, but there's me. You know, the next day after a night out, and I'm reheating Chinese takeaway. Not good. I not long started my channel. How do you handle negative comments, if you don't mind me asking? Hearty, I don't mind you asking at all. How do I handle negative comments? I don't, really.
Them, yeah.
For the most part, I do ignore them and just scroll past. People are going to come at you with negative comments. No matter what you say, do, or try, they're going to come at you with negative comments.
They're just jealous of what you've got.
Yeah. They're just jealous of you because they can't do it themselves. So just ignore them. Occasionally, one will hit a bit of a nerve, and you have to look at why it hit a nerve, and actually, is that something you want to change about yourself? Is it something you value in yourself? Or actually, are you just used to thinking about things that way, and their judgmental comments are picking at that nerve? Yeah. And then you just change. You do what pleases you. Yeah, one recently was that I'm lazy. It's 50% of the time I order groceries online. I do have 4 kids, so not easy to pop out. Yeah, so people telling you you're lazy. Yeah, you're that lazy, right? You've got 4 children that you've got to run around looking after. You try and make yourself a career, which is not easy. People see it. I used to watch people like creators like Zoella and that and think, wow, how easy her life must be. She wakes up when she can be bothered. She films a bit, sticks it on YouTube and goes to bed when she can be bothered. And look at her, living in a mansion and earning God knows how much money from it. It's not easy. So, yeah, you're not lazy. People are going to think you're lazy because they get to see, like, I don't know, 20 minutes, an hour or whatever of your life. They're seeing a snippet. And nobody actually knows what goes on behind the scenes. Nobody knows the true ins and outs of your life. So let them think you're lazy. You know the truth. And does someone calling you lazy make it the truth? No. If it does hit a nerve and you are thinking, crikey, I am lazy, aren't I? Look at why you think you're lazy. What is it that makes you think you're lazy? And are you willing to change that? If the answer is no, I'm not willing to do anything different, then you have to be okay with people saying you're lazy. Like when people will call me fat. Okay, good. Yep. Did I want to change at the time? No. I was happy stuffing my face with whatever I could find and not exercising. So when people called me fat and lazy, it was like, yep, well done. Good for you. You have eyes. Now I want to do something about it. When people call me fat and lazy, I'm doing something about it. And it doesn't affect me either because I'm trying to change me. They're always going to have an ugly personality I'm trying to change. And that's how I deal with it. They don't know the truth. You do. Thanks, Raquel, for the positivity. Glad not just me then. No, absolutely not. Anybody put in their head...
It wouldn't matter how nice the content was you were putting out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because there's people out there that have just got to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it can be the nicest, sweetest...
It can.
Like Alyssa's video, Vanishing Child.
Yeah.
You know? A little project.
Sweet, innocent little video, yeah, and people got on it and hated it.
Someone's got to get on there and hate it. Yeah.
People are full of it.
The rest of the people in the comments will jump on your back. So don't worry about it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Charlotte, thank you. I try. I mean, at the end of the day, me and Del have been through so much. Unbelievably bad amounts of so much. And I know people coming up younger than me, same age as me, maybe even older than me. They're going through similar things at different points in their life. And if I can ease that suffering for just one person, I want to do that. I want to make that change. I want to do that sort of thing. And that's not easy, to be fair. I mean, I give Del some really hard times. And I don't mean to, but we've been talking about it a lot, haven't we, lately? Mm-hmm. And it turns out I'm giving him a hard time and he's giving me a hard time. We haven't been giving each other hard times. The way we've been raised and the way we've been taught to deal with things and conflicts and stuff has made us give ourselves hard times. I'm seeing him giving me a hard time. He's not. I'm seeing him give me a hard time and I'm imagining it in my head. So I give him a hard time. And he does the same to me. Communication is massive. It's the key to everything. You seem very confident overall, or is this an area you're out of your comfort zone? So I tend to be a very confident person. I do tend to run quite confident. There are a few things that I'll...
One wouldn't say run.
No, I don't run. All right, fine. I tend to just sort of float at a high comfort zone level. There are days, honestly, where my confidence is knocked through the floor and it's horrendous. And those are the days where I've learnt now to just say to the world, you're going to have to deal without me for a little bit. I'm shutting down. And I go to Del and I tell Del how bad I'm feeling and that I need him to do this, that and the other and support me through it. And he does. And then we get back on track. And I'm learning to talk to him more and more. But yeah, I tend to run on quite a high confidence level. It's always just been me. I've always liked being the centre of attention, being this bold character, acting, being on stage, doing things. I've always loved it. So this is not out of my comfort zone by far. Put me in a room in front of thousands, millions of people and say, right, go on then, talk. Great, what about? Does not bug me at all. The things that kind of get me outside of my comfort zones is things where I'm responsible for stuff. I'm not great at being responsible for things. It frightens me. I don't like it. Walking the dog is a prime example of that. I'm responsible for Woody's safety and getting him back home in one piece. I hate it. It frightens me beyond belief. We've figured out a way around that though. It's too late this year to book the field and go now, but we're booking a secure paddock field for him and I will take him to there and do his hour walk in the secure paddock field so he can get on the play equipment and smells and all that and be outside, and I can take him for a walk then. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come home and go for a walk around our local area with Del. And hopefully by picking up the confidence doing the two separately, eventually I can merge the two together and pick up the confidence to do them together. But I can't even take Woody for a walk with Del because I'm still out there with him and it frightens me. So the secure paddock will allow me to build that confidence back up in a safe environment. And Del can take him for a walk in the daytimes round the fields and stuff where we live. So he can still get an extra walk, like doing what he loves to do, and everything's a winner. I mean, I'm not the thinnest, but I'm not the fattest either. It is what it is. We all go through things in life. Charlotte, exactly. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. People are jealous. That's why they say horrible things. Yeah. Abigail, couldn't agree more. Raquel, I've said it before, but you are my favourite YouTuber. You speak so much sense, learning so much from you. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate that. I try. I tend to waffle on a bit. You have to sort of stick with me for a bit, but I do try and speak sense and do try and speak from experience. There's been a lot of it. And I have been through tons of therapy. Tons of it. Do you know, I almost decided I wanted to do courses and qualify as a therapist. And then I thought, no, as a hypochondriac, that's probably not a good thing to do. Can you imagine it? I come home with all my clients' illnesses and like bad thoughts and messed upness. No. What is or was your dream job? Hearty. What is or was my dream job? So I had a couple of dream jobs. I kind of wanted to be a firefighter. That went out the window quite quickly. I enjoyed being overweight far too much to do that job. I wanted to be a physiotherapist. That one just sort of, it was a natural meh of that dream. This was when I was a kid. Just a natural meh. Hi, Kelly. I always wanted to be a dog trainer. I did courses, got qualifications in becoming a dog trainer. I wanted to work for Guide Dogs for the Blind, some sort of assistance dog program, hearing dogs, anything like that. I even wanted to do like the detection dogs for the police or like security dogs at the airport, things like that. I wanted to train specialist dogs. I tried getting into the field and found out actually it's so hard to get into that field. So I tried to go into behavioural rehab with dogs, and I tried a few dogs in my local area and that sort of thing to rehab for free, and actually found out I'm bad at it. I've got the knowledge, I know exactly what I'm doing, but when the dog throws a spanner in the work and it doesn't go like textbook, I don't have enough hands-on experience to go, ha-ha, I know how to deal with you and change my behaviours to get the dog to change. So that one very quickly became a job I wasn't very good at. I didn't want to do anymore. Theory-wise, loved it. I love learning about dog behavioural psychology. Practical-wise, no. So that leaves me with the job I do now. I am a cleaner and I love it. I am a YouTuber and I love it. This is it. This is me. I would love to be a professional actress. I want to be on stage, screen and big screen. I want to be the face that you see and you recognise. Like her from Friends. I can only think Rachel Green. Jennifer Aniston. You know, as soon as you see her face, you go, I know who that is. You know, you don't have to be like, I haven't seen any of her films, so I don't know who she is. You know who Jennifer Aniston is. It's just there. You know, I want to be like that. And I want to be like that for being on stage and screen and big screen. I want to be in the movies. I want to be on TV shows and acting and doing all that good stuff. That's really what I want to do. So yeah, I'm gonna be on the telly one day as a famous actress. I'm doing YouTube and cleaning. I wonder if I can be a famous cleaner. Well, I suppose Kim and Aggie did it, didn't they? But that would be good. Be a famous cleaner. And what's her name? I can't remember her. She had a Netflix show. Well, you're the face on YouTube we recognise. Woo! Thank you, Hearty. I am indeed. And one day I'm going to have... no. Isabella, I don't even know how to pronounce that name. But no, I don't know who that is. There was a lady that did a thing on YouTube. She was like, does that bring you joy? Does it spark joy? And you looked at stuff and held stuff. And if it didn't spark joy, you threw it away. Or donated it or whatever you did with it. Marie Kondo? I'm sure that was her name. It was her name. Clean a very filthy house for free. I would love to do that, Isabella. So I did put posts on my local Facebook groups and was like, I will clean houses for free. I'll, film them for YouTube and that sort of thing, but I will clean your house for free. And I had a load of people go, yeah, we're dead interested in that. Oh, and I was like, fab, yeah, great. So I got all the relevant insurances and the documents drawn up and all that. And I went back to these people and I was like, okay, so when can I book you in? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It must be, there must be a con in it somewhere. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And I was like, look, I'm literally cleaning your house for yeah, but people might come burgle me. No one's going to know where you live. But no one wanted to do it. So I've now got business insurance I don't really need, but I have to have because you've got to pay a year's certificate for it. So she's from Finland. She's on YouTube. She quit. She had a baby. Oh, wow. Might have to message her and find out how she got on with things. You can come clean my house for free. Michelle, depends on how far away you are. But yeah, I wanted to do that. That's one of the things I wanted to do. I thought maybe I could give back to my local community and help people out that needed it and things like that. And actually, it turns out people don't really want help. They are a little bit scared that people are going to try and con you out of things. And in this day and age, I can see why. There are so many things you've got to be careful of. It's not even funny anymore. So I can see why. But like I said, there's documents in place that protect you. There's this, there's that. But to be honest, if some randomer on Facebook said, I'll come and clean out, you know. Brig. I have no idea where that is. Where's Brig?
Need more information.
It's in Lincolnshire somewhere, apparently.
Brig. I've heard of it.
I haven't heard of it. Clean your house too, Hearty. Where are you, Hearty? I bet you're quite far. Are you UK as well, Hearty? Brig. I'm in Boston. Roughly how far is it from Boston? No, near Scunthorpe, near Scunny.
Oh, it's not that far.
There you go. Dell says it's not that far. So maybe.
Scunthorpe's only a little bit past Grimsby and all that.
I know Grimsby. That's with the big eel, isn't it?
Yeah, Grimsby, where they call all the fish and it stinks.
Ain't Grimsby where Margaret Thatcher was from?
No, that's Grantham.
Grantham. Close. It was a G. Oxford. I know Oxford. I don't know it very well, but I know of Oxford. No, it's nowhere near Cambridge, is it, Oxford?
No.
No. I don't know Oxford. Look, I'm really bad, right? If you stick me in the centre of St Albans in Hertfordshire, I would know exactly where I was going, exactly where I'd been, and exactly how to get anywhere else. And no, not posh before you ask her. People used to say that about me. You're very posh. Not really. We were from Surrey originally. Ooh. Oh, I know Surrey. No, I don't know Surrey. My brain's going, that's in Kent, isn't it?
Near Kent.
It's near Kent. I do know Surrey, see we. Raquel got one right. Oh my goodness. I know Clacton. That's Kent. No, that's
Essex.
Essex. That's not Kent. God's sake. Yeah, put me in St Albans. We'll be safe there. I know where St Albans is. I know what's going on there. Yeah. I literally, since we moved from Harpenden, I don't know where anything is anymore. Like, I've been down to my dad's and I've been to Great Yarmouth more times than I want to count. I still don't know the way without sat-nav. And it's like 2 roads, isn't it, really? A16, A1.
Yeah.
And then the little bits in the towns. Obviously, I know the towns. But, yeah. It's really easy. Yeah, I still need the sat-nav. I still need... And do you know, I managed to get myself going the wrong way on the A1. I was coming back from St Albans. And I got on the roundabout. I joined the roundabout at what I thought was the correct exit to get on the A1 to come back home. I ended up going towards London on the A1 and I'm thinking this is wrong and I am not ending up in London on the A1. I don't know where I'm going. I had to get off at the next exit. Thankfully, because I knew the area, still knew where I was, and tried again for the A1. It took me 3 attempts to join the A1 going in the right direction. 3 attempts. Ridiculous. No one should need to do 3 attempts to join the A1. I can't. 10 points for getting it right. I know. 10 points. I should get some points for getting it right. My geography is terrible. Love Great Yarmouth. Went and see it. Oh, hearty. Did you go to Fairground Frights? Is that where you went this year? Or did you go like during the summer when it's busy? We went Fairground Frights, as I'm sure you see. That was epic. We are going to that again next year. I can tell you that for sure. And we're going early. We're going to be getting there as soon as the park opens. Because we got there a bit late, didn't we? Not massively late, but we got there a bit later.
Was a bit of a queue.
And there was a queue to get in. So by the time we got in, it was getting quite late. And the park shut about 9 o'clock, 9:30. So we didn't manage to get on everything we wanted to go on. Whereas if we got there like right at opening, we would have managed to get on everything even twice. So we'll be definitely going earlier next year. Oh, you went in the summer. Is it not fantastic in the summer though as well? It's so warm. The beaches are nice. Oh, crikey, I'm dropping my phone. You get to go on the horses. I miss them being on the road though. I think now they've got that weird little walkway thing. It's not as much fun. It doesn't seem as good. And I'm sure there was more before, weren't there? They used to go up and down. There was loads of them. I haven't been. Recommended Durdledore, Dorset. It's beautiful. Nice. Dell's been.
Been there.
If you haven't been, I recommend Durdledore, Dorset. Yeah, Dell's been. I've never been. I've seen it on the telly, and the blue sea looks gorgeous.
I was in Loworth Creek. Or Loworth Cove or something.
Loworth Cove.
Yeah. Just down the road.
Yeah, I've heard of a few. I've heard of Dorset, but I've never been. It's got a very blue sea, so I hear. Like crystal clear blue sea.
Yeah, beautiful.
I don't know. I'm still very much an arcadey person at heart, aren't I?
Yeah.
I like the arcades. I like the ice cream. The hill is a burger.
Burger?
Yes, says Hearty Home. And no, I'm aware that's not what you've actually typed, burger. Yeah. I like the ice creams. I like the donuts, the candy floss, the rides. I am a 4-year-old that needs constant entertainment and then gets tired and cranky because I'm overwhelmed and want a nap. That's who I am. You take me to the seaside, someone best be buying me some sort of fish and chips or candy floss or donut ice creams. Yeah. Otherwise, I am coming home in a scrot. I really am. Although I have been a couple of times and I've not bought anything, haven't I?
You have.
But I still feel a little like the inner child in me still feels a little bit deprived that I didn't get something. The 2p machines, yes, I love them. Even if the prizes are absolute tap now, they used to be good. They used to have little ornaments and things there you could collect. The spider is a striped knee. Oh, so it's like Lucifer then. With the white knees. Winning the yellow tickets for tacky prize. Yeah, I hated that though. How old were you and Dell when you met each other and where was it? Isabella, so I was, say, 20, I think, when I met you. And you were 8 years older than me?
Yeah.
So you were about 28. And the first time we met, I actually met him in Asda. So when he split up with his ex-wife, he moved into the YMCA. In the YMCA, he met a girl called Laura, became friends with Laura. Now, Laura is my sister's best friend. When Laura left the YMCA, she moved into like this little sheltered accommodation flat. And because she was friends with Dell, she was like, you can come and, sleep on my couch in this little accommodation flat, get you out the YM. So he went to basically live with my sister's best friend. And when my mum sort of completely lost her marbles and threw everyone out of the house, Kerry went to live with her best friend as well. So now Kerry, her best friend, and Dell are all living in this little flat thing. YMCA. So it's like a hostel for the homeless. So they all lived in there together. I was living with my ex at the time, well, with his dad. And when I could no longer live with his dad, I ended up basically in there with them. But yeah, I'd seen Del through the window. We took a load of stuff to this house where Kerry was staying. And I saw Del through the window, and I says to my sister, like, I want to meet him. So we went. She was in Asda one day, just completely fluke off chance, and me and my dad happened to be in the same Asda, and I met him. And I said to Kerry, like, I want to see more of him. So I ended up round the little bedsit flat bit a bit more, and then we just ended up together, and I never really left. Then we got found out. We was all like squatting in this bedsit place that we shouldn't have been in, and we got kicked out of there. And me and Del ended up sofa surfing around friends and family and wherever we could. I had a job at the time, so I paid for a room in a B&B. So we had a room in a B&B. And then from there, the charity shelter helped find us a temporary accommodation place, and the rest is history. So yeah, me and Del have literally been homeless. Thankfully, we weren't on the streets homeless. We were just sort of sofa surfing and that sort of thing. Do you celebrate anniversaries together? If so, what do you do? Not too much detail, please, though. Ha ha! Artie. Yes, we celebrate anniversaries. We tend not to do much. We've never really had the money to do a lot. We normally get each other a card, and that's about it, really, isn't it? Yeah. We sometimes go out for dinner and things like that, but yeah, we never really have had the money to do anything massive. It did change a bit this year. We did manage to do some stuff, like go out places. Like for my birthday, went to see Jimmy Carr. Yeah, and we've just done a few things. We don't buy a cake for anniversaries. Like I say, we normally have some sort of meal. Del will tend to cook something a little bit posh. Or we'll go out for maybe like fish and chips or something. But yeah, we tend not to do anything grand. My dad did take us on holiday one year for our anniversary, but Del was ill for our anniversary, so that didn't go off well. Hey, thought I wouldn't be able to be in the live, but I can. Finally got the energy to clean my piggy's cage. One of the Syrian hamsters are crazy. Yeah, Syrian hamsters are a little bit, they're a little bit excitable, aren't they? I know some do traditional, like paper wood anniversary. Yeah, I kind of wanted to, but I've got no idea what we're on, and even if I did, I'd no idea what to get us. We've been married. We got married in 2011. So this will be our 15th year, our 15th wedding anniversary this year. I have had to change his cage 2 times because he's chewed through it. So I have to spend my savings on a £200 cage. Oh my goodness. Most people recommend like a glass fish tank. Although I had a hamster in a glass fish tank and it ate the silicone, chewed through the silicone, and ended up making the glass so loose the end of the fish tank could have fallen off and caused all sorts of damage. So I was like, maybe not a glass fish tank for you then. Oh, he was a monster, that hamster. Didn't last long either. I had to have him sent over the Rainbow Bridge. Oh, Isabella, thank you for joining us. I'll see you probably next week. I have heard great things. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. May sound a bit mean, but I don't think I will get one of those again. Yes, my sister had a Russian dwarf hamster. And it was the loveliest thing ever. See you later, Isabella. Have a good one. Oh, my phone. Keep dropping it. Yeah, my sister had a Russian dwarf and it was the cutest little hamster ever. It was so, so gorgeous, this little hamster. No matter what you did, like, it would crawl up your sleeve and it would sleep like in your little jumper or your collar and that sort of thing. I do have one. It's just away, and I was just like set up the live, and now I'm here. But yeah, I do have one. I just couldn't be bothered to get it. So now I'm just changing hands. Yeah, my hamster. I think my hamster was the Syrian hamsters, but I don't know what my hamster was. I thought he was the one of the Russian hamsters, but who knows? Could have been anything. I had him when I was what? I don't know how old I was when I had my hamster. Young? Surely I was young. Maybe 10, 11, I don't know. It was many, many moons ago. I have trouble remembering what I did yesterday, much less remembering the breed of my hamster. So, I wouldn't get a hamster again. They are way too much trouble. And the noise on the bars of their cage at night.
Evil little effers they are.
They are horrible little creatures. But, like you say, there are breeds of them that are really so cute. Aww. I have never heard of that breed of hamster either. That's cute. Not that, obviously, that happened, but that you managed to save them. I got... Oh, no, it's a gonk. Carrie, thank you for joining the members only. I thought that was a hamster. It's not, it's a gonk. Yeah. Well, that's kind of disappointed me. I thought I had a hamster oil thingy, but I don't. Oh. If you can hear that creaking, it's not me, it's the sofa. The arm of this sofa is slightly broken. And look, hang on, let me show you. Okay. So if you're hearing the squeaky noise, it's that. It's the arm of the sofa broke. I think one of the other ones is broken as well, but it could just be this one. I stood on it to put towels away. Unfortunately, it didn't like 18 stones, stood on a tiny wooden support, and it broke. If they bite the bars of the cage, that means they're scared. Oh, I didn't know that. Why was my hamster scared? What, of himself? I would have been terrified of it too. Well, I was terrified of it, stupid little thing. But what would it have been scared of? It was it used to sleep all day, and then at night it'd come alive, which they do, they're nocturnal. He would run on his wheel, and you'd hear dung 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 dung, he's run and run and run and run and run. I don't see why he'd be stressed either. He used to run round and round on his little wheel. Then he'd climb up the bars, and he used to hang by his little front legs, and he'd crawl across the top of the cage, and then he'd put all four legs on the top of the cage, so he's upside down like Spider-Man, and he'd take his teeth and he'd dunk, 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 and he'd twang the bars like all night long, making this awful noise. And obviously I had school, so I used to get up, I used to put him in the bathroom, because we had a separate bathroom and toilet, so he could go in the bathroom and no one would go in there overnight, and I'd shut the bathroom door and he'd stay in there overnight. I needed to sleep. You were, Hearty, maybe they do it for their teeth. Maybe they are stressed, I don't know. I know he had, like a gnaw thing, so he could, his little teeth is on that. He never bothered with that, though. He wasn't interested in that. He did used to chew his wheel a lot. Probably that was, like, wearing his teeth down. He used to do that. Yeah, so... I don't know. It was sweet, though. The wheel at night. Yes, he was awful for that. But Kerry's hamster, Ben, he used to have a metal wheel that stood alone in the cage. And sometimes it would squeak, but for the most part it was silent. It would just run and no problem. I had like a plastic wheel that stuck to the outside of the cage, and it was more solid because the metal one's got like metal rungs. This was a solid like half a bowl, like a bowl, and it stuck to the side of the cage, and he'd get in it and run round. So it'd gunk as he'd run in it on the side of the cage. Oh, it's the noisiest thing ever. That's monkey barring against stressed. Hamsters are ridiculously... especially females, they need like a 200 centimetre cage. What? I mean, he had a huge cage. It was a massive cage he was in. It had like levels to it. So he had like his nice deep chunky floor to it that I filled full of stuff so he could burrow. He had his house in there as well that was packed full of stuff. He used to drag it in there as well. So I'd put some stuff in his house and then leave some stuff out so he could drag it in and all that. Then he had a little ladder that took him up to a floor for the cave. Like it had a whole floor and he could go up onto that floor. And on there he had like some toys, a dangly thing that he could get to and all sorts of other bits. And then he had another ladder that went up to another floor. I can't remember what was on that floor. It was so long ago now. And yeah, every night he used to climb up to that top of that cage and he'd climb on the bars upside down and donga 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 donga. I literally spent £36, a silent wheel, and it squeaks. But if you've gotten used to the noise though, because my guinea pigs and hamsters are so loud at night, yeah, I'd never get a nocturnal pet ever, ever, ever again. It was so horrible. I like my sleep. I don't want a nocturnal pet. But they are. Guinea pigs are cute though. That little noise they make is gorgeously adorable. Not when you try and sleep though, but it is a gorgeous little sound they make. I do like a little guinea pig. But like I said before, pets are just so much looking after. They just are. You think it's easy and it really isn't. Guinea pigs aren't supposed to be nocturnal, but all I hear is squeaks and bottle sounds. Aren't they supposed to be nocturnal? We used to remove the wheel at night. Yeah, don't blame you. But I know hamsters are nocturnal, and I kind of didn't want to do that because it was his time to come out and have fun and play and do all the things he wanted to do with his life, you know? I thought guinea pigs was nocturnal. Mind you, where they come from, isn't it desert? Yeah. So it would make sense they would hide at night to stay warm. You intrigue me, hamster. I did not know that. See, again, people tell you guinea pig, really easy for kids. Absolutely not. They lie, don't believe them. It's sad they only go for 2 years. I know. It is awful. 2 years old and then that's the end of them.
The last one didn't live that long in this house.
Well, to be fair, Guinness didn't come here. Guinness never made it here. Guinness didn't come with us to Lincolnshire.
No, I know.
We never had a guinea pig pass away here.
No, I know. Didn't say we did.
Oh, when you just said that it didn't last that long, I thought you meant they passed away here.
We had at Pickford Hill.
That was Guinness. Guinness was old by the time we got him there. But yeah, he didn't appreciate the cold. No. But yeah, Guinness was already close to sort of 2, maybe even past 2 when we went to Pickford Hill with him. Because I had him before I met you. And that's what made me laugh, because he used to live outside with Cookie the rabbit at Thelmere Drive. So why could he not live outside when we moved to Pickford Hill? What was the difference? But I think he was old and then he couldn't do the cold as better when he was older. A couple of years ago and lived to 3.5. That's good for a hamster. Very good for a hamster. Craig's jumping spider, Pam. She'll probably only go on about 2 years. Now, see, I was told they could, and Guinness and Cookie lived together for quite a long while. Happy as sandboys. They got on really, really well. I don't know if I just lucked out putting them together, but when I got Guinness, because I had Cookie first, when I got Guinness, I was asked if I was going to be keeping them with other guinea pigs. And I was like, no, should I be? I didn't know I had to. And they was like, yeah, you have to keep them with other guinea pigs, or you could keep them with a rabbit. And I was like, well, I have a rabbit. And they was like, well, if you introduce them properly, then they'll cohabitate together and the rabbit will keep the guinea pig company. So I was like, okay, that's fine, I can do that. But yes, I have heard since then that rabbits and guinea pigs shouldn't be together. But I didn't know that at the time, and yeah, like I say, Guinness and Cookie, they managed to stay together quite happily for quite a while. It's funny, so many people say so many things about animals. And there's so many exceptions to these rules and things, you know? So, I don't know.
All animals are individual like we are, so
Yeah.
there's no hard, fast rule, is there?
I wouldn't have thought so. You just got to be careful, surely. Oh, Jenny's here. Hi, Jenny. Did you go, or have you been here the whole time? And now you're just like, don't forget about me. Don't you get up at me. Poor Woody. Yeah, someone said about getting 2 hamsters, and that didn't work for us. We couldn't keep Turk and Ben next to each other. They hated each other. They was like, "Argh." Oh, you went, did you? Where did you have an like that? Did you have a nice dinner? Oh, hamsters shouldn't live together. Well, yeah. Oh, my leg's gone to sleep. Have to move. There we go. Moved. It's funny though. Like I say, everyone says do your research, and you can research for hours, days, and someone will still tell you something different to everything you've ever researched.
Yep.
Like, what do you do for the best? Is that chamomile tea again you've got there? Crikey, that was ages ago. But yeah, it is indeed.
That's an empty one.
That's an empty one. But yes, it was a chamomile tea. If it's after...
We'll feel in a minute.
Yes. If it's after 5, 6 o'clock, it is going to be chamomile tea. I normally end up sinking anywhere between 6 and 8 cups of chamomile tea a night. Depends on how long I'm up for, but yeah. It normally runs to about 6 or 8 cups of chamomile tea a night. I love the stuff. I love it. Peppermint tea. Oh, hearty. I hear you with the peppermint tea. I love peppermint tea. It's so good. If we go out for breakfast, I have a cup of peppermint tea. I don't trust the people to make me decaf. I have some serious trust issues with people, like, infecting things with, like, stuff. So I don't trust people, or a lot of people, to make me a drink. And I worry that the people making me decaf coffee are going to give me caffeinated instead. So I have peppermint tea. And then I know it's just peppermint tea. So we're fine. Did you know hamsters hibernate? I didn't, but I do now.
I did.
Yeah, I never knew that. So many people think their hamsters is crossed over and they get rid of them. Yeah. But no, they hibernate. I did not know that.
Yeah, I did.
Thankfully, my hamster went into hibernation mode, crossed over, veterinary-wise. So I knew it wasn't hibernating. But yeah, I know many people that are now my age that feel this overwhelming sense of guilt because they've, sent their guinea pig off to the makers and it's probably just been asleep. Couldn't resist taking a tea bag to try at home from All You Can Eat Breakfast Buffet. Oh, yes. All You Can Eat Breakfast Buffet is the best. We've got one just down the road from us. Absolutely lovely. I do love an All You Can Eat buffet. Send me in. Once I get down to like 14 stone something odd, I am going to the All You Can Eat Chinese buffet. I don't care. I'm going to stuff my face as a reward for losing 4 stone. I'm currently £4 off of 3 stone, so that's not too bad. So I should hopefully get my Chinese takeaway around maybe February time, March. Possibly. Depends on how much damage I do over Christmas. Oh my God, once our hamsters escaped for a week. One night I was in the kitchen barefoot and the hamster ran across my feet. The whole borough must have heard me scream. And you're worried about my spiders getting out. I've done research for 8 months. Wow. Oh, what are you why are we on about numbers? Hamster. I'm not saying those numbers because I don't know what they mean. Everyone's doing it now, and I don't know what that means. So I will not say those numbers because it could be offensive, and I'm not getting into trouble.
You'll know what it means when they're then numbers in your bank account.
Oh no! These are the kids have got a saying now, and they say it over and over and over again. But I don't know what it means. It's supposed to mean I don't know. But they use numbers to say it. But I have no idea what it means. So I'm just not going to say it. Wow! I've just caught sight of myself. Dale's got the laptop open so he can moderate for me. And I've just caught sight of myself on the screen across the way. I look like my dad.
Who's been on the game the whole time. I'm a great moderator.
Yeah, Dale's not moderating at all.
I don't have to much nowadays.
No, we've not had many Wallies on, have we?
They've learned their lesson real early, didn't they?
Yeah.
Don't mess around on this channel, they kick you out.
Well, they don't hibernate. They go into something called which, but I only learned that about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I never knew. 8 o'clock. Well, technically it's 1:45, but yeah. Who is your favourite YouTuber? Ooh. At the moment, she's kind of a TikToker as well. I like the Nursery Nurse. Some of her stuff's a bit boring. Some of the episodes are a bit like, ugh. But I'm really into the Nursery Nurse at the minute. I've just watched Charlotte and Mia's proposal. So, yeah, I'm running behind. I'm just sort of catching up to her stuff. I've only just found her on YouTube and she does like proper big episodes. I used to quite like Zoella. Not massive fan. I'm not a massive fan anymore, but yeah, I used to really quite like Zoella. Apart from that, that's it. I tend to just listen to music on YouTube. It's nothing to be worried about. Fair enough. Like I say, no one is honest enough to say what it actually means. So I'm like, okay. Ooh. Yeah, they can keep their numbers. I don't know what they mean. Oh, hang on. Spiders' lights have gone out. Ooh. Got to turn their heat lamp off. Not that one. That one. There you go. That's the heat lamp off. I'll get Decker out tomorrow and dry her out. Mm-hmm. I ain't got a clue what it means. No, neither have I. Well, maybe before we go to bed we can get her out and dry her out.
No, it's alright. She's fine.
Well, maybe I'll do it at 6 o'clock in the morning when I wake up then. No, it's just you say I'm at work and I'm like, yeah, but I'll have time before or after so I can do it then. But we do need to dry her out. She can't be that damp. I don't get how she's that wet. She's got no water in there to be wet.
Coming out the substrate.
But the substrate's not even that damp. Well, it shouldn't be. But, yeah, anyway, we'll dry her out extra and make sure she's okay. Do you decorate the outside of the house for Christmas? Not hugely. We have got some lights out there, some little battery-operated lights, and we've got lights in the windows. I was hoping this year to have some inflatables out the front, but that's not happened this year, which isn't
on my table display. That's quite good.
Yeah.
I want to see that. I can light that up.
You can light that and we can show. But yeah, that didn't happen this year, which is no big deal. And during the winter, it really is kind of blustery up here and it's kind of hard. But slowly but surely, we are building the Christmas scene, you know, the Christmas feel. So yeah, outside it's a little bit decorated. It's not fully decorated. I think I'd prefer mainly to decorate inside rather than outside. I want to see it. We do ours overly, not even for our kids as they're getting older. It's just for us. Artie, yeah. I think when they're kids, you concentrate on the presents because that's the important part for the kids. Then as they get older, you start switching more to the decor and the stuff that brings you joy and things like that rather than the presents. And we've never been massively flush in the past with cash. So it's something that we've only added to a little bit over the years. And I'm slowly learning like how to do that. So yeah, we're building on it. We'll get there. We are building on it. And it is just something that will come with time. You know, I'm only in my 40s. I've still got many Christmases to enjoy. And yeah, we're going to get there. Yeah, doesn't it just? That electric bill comes through and you know you've decorated. Oh my goodness. It's always been the plan every year. I'm like, next year, I'm going to save a little bit. And then when the electric bill, because we're on a prepaid meter, when winter comes around, we'll just be fine. We'll just have everything on all the time and not worry about it. But never happens. I'm excited. My other half's looking at prices for a cruise on the QE2. Going from Southampton to New York. Prices are very reasonable. Nice. Southampton to New York. Is that not what the Titanic did? Well, I'm aware she didn't complete the journey.
You never got there.
No, but was that not the journey the Titanic was doing? Yeah. I'm curious. How were there icebergs back in Titanic's day, but not now? And if someone says global warming, I may cry.
There's icebergs now, but they've got computers and stuff now, haven't they?
Oh, is it now to avoid them?
Yeah.
Fair dinkum. Are you from Southampton? No. So I was born and raised in St Albans in Hertfordshire. I don't even know where Southampton is. I know Southampton is near some sort of water because there is a port there. And Jenny's going to be going on a cruise from Southampton to New York. So it kind of needs to be like wet for the boat to get where it's going. But no, I wouldn't know where to point around the country to show you where Southampton was. It could be in Wales. It could be in Scotland. It could be anywhere from Land's End to John O'Groats. I have no idea where it is. I'm going, though, somewhere down south, given it's Southampton. No idea. We're off there Xmas shopping next week. Been before. It's very good. Lovely. Who's prepped for Christmas? Who's done?
You can show them now.
I had a date with a fella from St Albans. Like, oh, Jenny, did you now? Do tell. Who was this fella? What was this fella's name? Clearly not me. Yes, no, clearly you are not ready for Christmas, Hearty. How close are you? Dale wants me to show you his little scene he's set up. Let me go and have a look. You forgot his name. Well, he made a good impression on you then, didn't he, Jenny? All right, spin you round. There you go. It's Dale's little Christmas scene. He's got his little police car. We've got the little snow globes. I think these are really quite cute. Those. Oh, got a train with his little light on. That does sing, but I'm not having the music on at the minute. And that one little snowball. And then we've got his little village. And the little houses. These are well pretty, these little houses. And I finally managed to get all the stockings up. Everyone's stockings are up. But I love it. He's even got fake snow. You managed to see it in the cleaning vlogs. Yeah, I tried to. We're quite proud of it. I think it's a beautiful little thing. And it's quite a nice thing to watch. So, yeah. Reminds me of... I have no idea who they are. They used to have that train set. Yeah, Dale's had that train set for years. It's got extra carriages and stuff. Then I got my 90s retro tree. What?
This train we only got last year.
Did we?
Yeah, we did have another one before that.
Oh, but it broke.
No, got rid of it.
Oh, okay.
It was getting a bit old and tired, and it was a bit of an old one, so
Got a new
for
one.
what we made for it on eBay, paid for that new one, basically.
Aha, fair enough. Oh, shop in Oxford. Very nice. Very nice. Jenny, why can't you remember this person's name? And where did you go for your date, Jenny? Did he take you somewhere posh, or did you end up at, like, the Harvester or something? Mind you, Harvester was quite posh. I got taken there on a date once. Could be quite posh, I suppose. It's posh by my standards, anyway. It is kind of posh by St Albans standards, yeah. How often do you add to the train collection? We don't. Well, like Dale said,
It's
we only...
got an extra carriage
Yeah.
that I picked up in a toy lot yonks ago, and I just held on to it because you don't often see a caboose, and that fits the scale. But I have been looking for more stuff to add to it.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I'm big on, so...
I found one that actually does smoke.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
So you can
but-
have the chimney puffin.
Yeah. When I'm famous and rich, I'll buy it.
Yeah. We want to add to the village, though, don't we?
Yes.
So we've sorted out all the presents for this year, but Dale's got a birthday in March, so anything he doesn't get for Christmas, he gets for his birthday, and same for Craig, and same for Alyssa. Anything I don't get for my birthday, I tend to get for Christmas, because my birthday is literally just before Christmas, so. But yes, train. It's some sort of train with smoke that comes from the engine. But yeah, we want to get some more Christmas villagey bits, don't we, with more lights, but
I've seen a set on Amazon of the same ones.
it's hard to get the scale, isn't it?
No,
when you
these-
get other bits.
These are the same as that,
Oh, that's cool.
but they come as a set of 6 instead of a set of 3.
Oh, cool. Kerry gave me the name of a company that do the same sort of thing, but in Halloween houses, haunted Halloween houses.
right.
I want that. I want this house filled with haunted house ornaments
I
and
like doing that.
yeah.
It's the only good bit about Christmas for me.
What about my 90s Christmas tree? No,
Yeah.
don't care.
It's a Christmas tree.
What
isn't it?
about the presents under the 90s Christmas tree?
I like the nativity scene.
Right, well, fine. No Christmas presents for you then. No, I'll take them back and I'll say my husband does not care. Give me the money back. I'll spend it on myself. You're getting a present and you'll smile and say thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't say I wouldn't.
And you'll like it too and you'll be happy.
Just doing the Christmas nativity scene is good for me.
Okay. Bet you like Ghost Train at the theme park. Yes and no. I kind of like going on the Ghost Train, but I must admit I am absolutely terrified of them. I will not go on one on my own. I have to go on with Del. Or someone who I trust. I don't trust many people as much as Del, but someone I trust. Yeah. Amazes you, I'm scared of ghost trains. Ah!
Yeah.
Hearty, I am scared of
It's not,
dark.
She has to have adult supervision for most things
I
she
do.
does.
I do. Have you been to the London? No, never been there. Yeah, I'm scared of the dark. I'm genuinely terrified of the dark. Where I used to work, we used to work at like a hatchery that hatches little chicks and stuff. I used to work there. And it's a big warehouse building with all sorts of machines and stuff inside it. But it's got no windows. It's all completely artificially lit. It's all like temperature controlled and things like that for the chicks, right? And I was in that building when we had a power failure. Now, the emergency lights come on and there's just enough so you can see so you don't trip over and injure yourself and do yourself a mischief. But I
that's okay.
screamed. I was terrified. Absolutely terrified. I actually grabbed onto one of my colleagues and would not let them go. I can't do the dark. I hate the dark. It frightens me. If we have a power cut here, I've got my phone now, so it's not too bad. But if I haven't got my phone to light the way, I have to take Del out and about with me because I can't walk around the house in the dark. I was on the live the other day when we had a couple of power cuts. Only minor ones, couple of blips. I nearly burst into tears. I was frightened, but they only blipped out for a couple of seconds. It's horrendous. I'm very much a wimp. I'm scared of an awful lot of things. You would defo like it then. Or is that not like it? I don't
Love
think
it,
I would
that
like
means.
it. Love it.
London Dungeon.
Okay. I want to go. There's a place in Scotland where they've got like an underground street or something. No, I would not like it. I would not like it. Yeah, there's a place in Scotland where you can go like there's an underground village or town or something like the cities were built on top of this old place. I wouldn't mind visiting there, but again with somebody. I'd not do it on my own. Absolutely not do it on my own. When we went to Fairground Frights, I was very brave a few times, but I wouldn't do things on my own. But we went through the fun house at Fairground Frights. That was awful. Awful. It has got me so frightened that I don't even want Alyssa going on it on her own next year, or going on it with people next year, in case she gets stuck in there. Like, that's how scary it was. And I know I went on there with other people because I've got the video footage that proves I was there with other people. But I don't remember other people being there. I was that scared. My memories are of me being on my own because I just can't process it. Awfulness. Won't be going on that again. Like I say, I'll have to
I
be
thought it was lame.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was all right up until
The worst bit was going through that
the inflatable
really tight
walls.
squeeze bit.
Mhm.
But yeah, other than that, it was a bit.
I didn't like that bit.
Spelt definitely.
That bit frightened me. The squeeze.
Yeah, I didn't like that bit too
Tube.
much, but the rest of it.
And there was no way round. There was no other option if you were claustrophobic or couldn't crawl.
No, you were stuck there.
Yeah.
Pushed through, basically.
Yeah. So I hated that. And then there was the big strobe light clown mosh pit, which scared the life out of me. You couldn't see where you were going or where you needed to be. It was just flashing, 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 flashing. And it was awful. Hello. Where you been?
B&M.
You want a B&M?
Yeah.
Oh, if I'd have known, I've got you to get my fruits. Why is it closed? Oh, it's Sunday. I'll have to go tomorrow before or after work. What a shame. But yeah, Fairground Frights was fun, but I'd not do it on my own. I was surprised I went through the haunted maze, the walk through haunted maze.
That was alright.
That was brilliant. I loved that.
Was it scary? Not overly, but it was quite entertaining.
Yeah, I wasn't hugely scared.
No. But it was entertaining.
But it was good. Yeah, that was very good. The ghost train was very good. And there was one particular, possibly there were two scare actors on the ghost trains that stand out to me as outstanding actors. The first one, when you watch the video on the ghost train, you go through and I'm like, she's going to move, isn't she? And she turns around, that woman in the maid's outfit, she turns around and does her bit, and then the carriage keeps on going. Well, as the carriage kept on going, she was watching us because I turned back round to look at her, and she made a gesture and stared me right in the eyes as she did it, and I was like, "Oh, that's creepy!" But she watched our car after we'd gone to do that, to make sure if we looked back she was still in character. She didn't just reset for the next car. And then the guy who followed us, now you can't see it because it's too dark, but one of the actors, he jumps out and scares you as your car goes past, and then he walks down the track behind you, and it gives it long enough for you to think, oh, he's reset for the next train coming through. And then he says something to you like, I'm going to get you, or I'm behind you, or something like that. He says something creepy, and you're aware that he's literally just inches behind your train car. And the fear. Because you can't make that cart go any faster. You can't get off, and this thing is chasing you through the ghost train. I couldn't. I couldn't. It was terrifying, that bit. And then he goes and resets for the next car coming through. But yeah, if you get the chance to go to Fairground Frights in Yarmouth, go. It is one of the best nights ever. Get there on time though. Don't dilly-dally with the ticket openings. Get there on time. It's well worth it. And book online beforehand, because it gets so busy, they will shut the gates before it gets too busy, you know? So I would definitely book online and get there on time. But yeah, it's well worth it. And I'm taking extra money this year so we can get food in the park. Taking extra. I did anyway. I had extra money so we get food in the park. But we ended up eating at my mother and father-in-law's. And then we didn't need anything in the park. But so worth it. So worth it. Every minute of it. I love Halloween. I love all that sort of stuff. Halloween is my holiday. I swear I want a Halloween tree. I want all the Halloween decorations. I want to start learning how to do a bit more gothic makeup, although I'm not sure I can wear that at work. But I want to learn how to do a bit more gothic-y makeup so I can wear it outside of work. Well, they have like a dress code policy, most places do. And I don't think gothic makeup would meet with the dress code policy for work. So, yeah, I could still wear it outside of work. I could do whatever I would like. I did go for the black hair. This is permanent hair dye, but every time I wash my hair, like, it runs out. I'm like, what is happening? So I may get my hair professionally coloured and see if that changes anything. I want to try and figure out how to do nail polish that doesn't just chip off every time I use it. Hey, we'll figure that out at some point too. But I like the whole gothic style. I like all that. Oh, I've just put a thing in there. My mum goes on haunted old hotel stays for fun. Ooh, that sounds good. I'd like to do a haunted... Oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. I'd like to do a haunted hotel stay. Again, I'm going with Dell. I'm not going on my own. Not going on my own. I am 100% going with Dell. And I will not be staying in there if anything too creepy happens. I'm not a big fan of too creepy scary. I will run away and scream. Because that's just what I do. So, yeah. Dell's the brave one, aren't you, babe? Yeah. Although he likes to do stupid things like sit in the room going, if you're real, do that again. And I'm like, if it does that again, we don't live here anymore. I will be moving out. Do you believe in ghosts and the paranormal? Yes. Absolutely. I'm not quite sure of how it works and things like that. And it does, yeah. But no, I 100% believe in ghosts, spirits, the paranormal, all that kind of stuff. I 100% do. I believe that I've seen things that are paranormal. I believe that I have heard things that are paranormal. Otherwise, that for me, there's just no other explanation. I don't know how to explain the weird things I've seen in my life other than that. So I just have to say that's it. There are ghosts and paranormal. Could it just be something simple that's outside the realms of what we can explain at the moment? Sure. But yeah. Are you going out again? Oh, Woody thinks you are. She's going upstairs, Woody. There you go. See? All better now? You happy? What? So yeah, like I say, maybe there is things outside of what science can explain. And one day, science will explain it all and we'll be like, of course. But I don't, at the moment, no, I think it does get me weirded out though when people mention like the sort of ghosts and spirits they've seen and that they only fit like a certain genre and category. Like, why do you never see ghost dinosaurs? People have seen ghost dogs, cats, people, but no one has ever seen a ghost dinosaur. People have seen reenactments of car accidents. yet never seen a ghost dinosaur. Why not? Why do you never see ghost birds? It's only certain things. I slammed brakes of car to emergency stop. A cyclist came on roundabout to my right of way. Looked and it disappeared. Found out years ago. A cyclist. Wow, that's interesting. I've had similar things happen, not exactly like that, but similar things. I've seen people by the side of the road that not there. Or you think you see people by the side of the road that aren't there. Turns out there's been things happen there and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I think there's something to it. We've definitely got things here. Craig's seen things here. Alyssa and I have seen things here. There's been creepy happenings that have happened to Del, although he thinks they're not that creepy. I disagree. There's got to be something. Energy doesn't stop, it just changes form. Ooh. So it's got to be somewhere. And why not? But yeah, I definitely believe. With the orbs and things that you see, most of the time I think they are dust particles and things like that. But like, if you see them in the light of a camera, then you'd see them floating in the air. Like, if you look at dust particles in the sunlight, you see it sort of twinkle as it moves about, right? So if I'm shining a camera light, you'd see the twinkle of the dust, surely. Now, I get it, if you're using night vision, maybe you don't. But, like, I'm filming now. There's no twinkly dust particles, right? But when I film videos, sometimes there's a lot of twinkly dust particles. Sometimes there isn't. What's the difference? Why can't I see these twinkly dust particles if there are twinkly dust particles there to be seen by the camera? Surely I would see them, right? I was mortified a couple of years ago. Thought someone collapsed face on the floor, pavement, stopped car. It was only a maintenance person face down in a warm town. Oh, creepy. I don't know. I think there's something to it. I do. But what? I don't know. Maybe it's just our own brain seeing things we think we should. Maybe. It's not. I know when I used to live at my ex's dad's house, I had a very vivid dream about a lady with black hair, and she was trying to hurt me. And this really lovely woman with sort of curly, bright red, sort of fire red hair, she came and stopped the woman with black hair from hurting me. And she comforted me and laid me on the floor to go back to sleep. Because I was sleeping on the living room floor at the time. And she laid me back down on the floor so I could go back to sleep. Turns out it was my ex's dad's mum. I'd never seen her before, and she passed away many, many, many years ago. I'd never even seen a photo of her. I had no idea who this woman was. But I told him about my dream, and he shows me a photo, and yeah, it was his mum. Who often used to walk from his bedroom in the flat across to the door opposite. It was very, very weird. But yeah, I definitely believe there's stuff more than what we can explain in this world. Is it above science and nature? Who knows? But yeah, I think there's more to this world than we can explain. So, there's the answer to that question. Right, my lovelies, I am going to head off. I have got work in the morning, so I am going to go and sort myself out, get my uniform ready, get ready for sleepy sleep time. Go and, I don't know, watch something on Netflix, I think, and enjoy my evening. Probably won't enjoy my evening for much longer. It's nearly, it's 8:15. I shall be fast asleep by 9 o'clock. Oh, itchy back. Yeah, dog's already pacing for his bedtime gardens. Why is it hiding that one? And you, Hearty. I will see you all later, my lovelies. Don't forget, members, you have got your live Thursday at 6. If you're not a member, I will see you next Sunday at 6. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you later. Bye.